Assalamualaikum and a very good afternoon. My name is Huid Islam bin Zamzam. I am from Management and Science University, Faculty School of Hospitality and Creative Arts. Here with me is Associate Professor Dr. Nazrina Shafri from Faculty Design and Architecture. We are here to ask a few questions. It's nice meeting you. How are you?
Fine, thank you.
Alright. May we know your educational background?
Okay, I'm Dr. Nazrina Shafri. My first degree was in 1993. I graduated in 1993, and my specialization area is in textile design from UiTM Shah Alam. Then I proceed my master's degree. Okay, after that in 1996, I graduated from Central St. Martin School of Art and Design in majoring in textiles design as well, but in printed textiles. So I was there for 1.5 years doing my master's program. Then in 1999, I went to Japan to proceed my PhD program.
Oh, which part of Japan?
Yeah, it's in Chiba University. Chiba University is not far from Tokyo Disneyland, which is great. Okay. So it's in Japan. I went there for 4 years studying Kansei in artifact design. So I'm still doing textiles and fashion design.
Till today?
Yeah, until now. So my major is doing sensory design.
Sensory
for
design.
this for
What
product
is
design.
sensory design?
Sensory design in Japanese term they call it Kansei engineering. So Kansei means sensory. So now what we are doing, my research is basically more towards doing an evaluation or a research how human interact with the product design.
Oh, your product design. Okay, from all that, may we know the experience you gained from studying abroad?
Okay, we have like what I'm doing right now from textile design, and then move to Kansei engineering, which is very engineering based. So it's a two different gap, of area. So I gain a lot of experience not only in design but in science and engineering as well.
Okay, I see.
So it seems like when you study abroad, you have different view of knowledge. You can expand your knowledge rather than you are in the same area in design only.
Okay,
yeah,
I see,
it's not design for the design sake, but.
Okay, we are back. Sorry, we had a few technical problems just now, minor technical problems. Okay, on to the next question. Okay, Professor, what was your highest achievement when you studied from Malaysia to UK to Japan? I mean, Japan to UK. What was your highest achievement there?
Okay, throughout my study from diploma to master's to PhD, I received a few awards actually. So especially in innovation design. During that time, I was in UK. We are the pioneers doing the digital print.
Oh, the pioneers, one of the first one.
Yeah, because during in 1994, the computer as well as all the software is still new. So we are the one who invent a new digital printing for textiles in that school.
Cool.
Yeah, in that school. So after that, I moved to when I continued my study doing my PhD in Japan. So another achievement and also a new thing that I brought back to Malaysia is that I'm the only one who is doing Kansei engineering. So Kansei engineering is being developed in 1998. While I'm there in 1999. So I have the chance to be the pioneer in doing Kansei engineering, especially in textile and fashion area. Because in Japan, Kansei engineering only developed for the car industry. Like Mazda is the one who is the pioneer doing Kansei engineering in their automotive design. So because Kansei engineering is very, very important in Japan because they want to make sure that the end user really satisfied with their product. you know, because before this, we are designing a product where we always do a mass production.
Yes.
So we came out with a lot of design, but some of the production, some of the product we can't sell it because it doesn't meet to the criteria of the end user.
Oh, I see.
So this is where concept engineering come in. Concept engineering is a process where we study about human sensory,
Okay.
human sense, human emotion. How do they feel with the product first?
Oh, okay.
Then only we start designing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Here in Malaysia, cancer designing, do they practice it here?
Okay, now in Malaysia, Proton is doing that.
Oh, okay.
So because now they are learning from Japan as well the importance of design emotion
Oh,
in
okay, I
the
see.
product. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay.
Hi, Doctor.
Hi.
I'm Suraya. Doctor, I'm wondering, why did you choose this professional career?
Okay, in the first place, actually, I don't, you know, I don't really like teaching. But when I was involved in design area, you know, and I experienced a lot with some of my good supervisors as well as my other professors. So when I look at them and then I really inspired how they share the knowledge. This is the reason why I become a lecturer, because I love doing new things as well as sharing knowledge with everybody. Yeah.
When did you start? Did you start becoming a lecturer? Is it from here or from the
No, I've started my career as a lecturer in Sarawak. That was in 1994. During that time, I was a tutor in University Malaysia Sarawak. So I start my career there, and then I teach for 21 years already in Sarawak. So recently I came back, I think around 4 years. I'm already back in Kuala Lumpur. So the reason why I'm back here because I need to expand my knowledge and share my experience, you know, while I'm in Sarawak as well as in KL. So I really want to share my experience with more students, especially for from the, you know, the urban area, because all this while I'm living in Sarawak for 21 years, so I have met a lot of indigenous people there, especially the Iban, Penan, Kayan. It's very interesting because the level of knowledge is different. And when I'm here, it becomes more interesting because of the technology, because of the access to the information, access to the you know, to a bigger challenge and a bigger group of people, you know, compared to while I'm in Sarawak last time.
So I think the next question is it challenging to interact with your students, and how the eager to know what you've learned and how is design and architecture is?
Okay, normally in design class, you know, like I really love sharing my knowledge with the students. So the way I interact is I'm like a mother to the students. So I will motivate them first before I start all my classes. So I will motivate them how to become a good designer, why design is so important, and how you have a different background that you can really merge into a design, even though you are science students or engineering students, but you know, you still can manage to embed it, all this knowledge to become a good to create a good design. So this is where the students, you know, learn how to appreciate design, learn how to love what they are doing, and they develop their creativity
So you,
through
you
design.
teach can say
Yeah.
to
So
them as well.
yeah, so I did apply that kind of design emotion to them before they start designing, because most of the students that come and learn this course, normally they don't know anything about design. They only know the surface part of what is design all about. But sometimes they get demotivated because they are from science background. You know, they are very good. Some of them are from IT. Some of them, they have a diploma in the IT. Some of them have diploma in biotech. But they want to do design. So it's a conflict for them to merge, you know, this knowledge and design when they are doing degree. So actually, this is the time where I really motivate them how to merge design and science together to create the new things, so they can do more inventions rather than do the actual things in design.
Alright, thank you, Doctor, for your time.
Assalamualaikum, Doctor. My name is Nakli. I would like to proceed to the next question.
Okay.
What do you expect most from your student?
Okay, for the design students especially, what I really expect them to become not only a good students, but they need to become more creative and innovative students, because to become a design students, the creativity and innovation is important for them to build up or you know, to create new things in the market, okay, based on the user needs. Right.
So next question is, what makes a student different from other students?
What makes the students different from my students, you mean? Okay. In UPM here, since we are a research university, so the students, we are gearing the students not only to be good in skills, but also to become good in research. So most of the students, they are doing a good research. They start with a good research, and I've been explaining to the students about the importance of the research, okay, before they start designing. Because once they have a right fact about the research, then only they can came up with a good product design. So when these two things happen, they can really produce a good product that can fit to the user needs, rather than, you know, they waste their time doing something that is not really needed in the market.
Alright. So next question is, how do you cope with every student attitude?
Okay, students' attitude nowadays, wow, it's very, very challenging. You know, during my time in 1994 as a tutor and then as a lecturer, you know, I can see a lot of changes, drastically changes among the students, especially in terms of the knowledge, in terms of accessing the information. Now, most of the Y generation students, they are very, very good in terms of using software, in terms of using all the digital technology. Yeah. So so in my class, I don't have any problem. I make sure they are using all their whatever you know, gadgets that they have in their hands during my class, because from that, then they understand well the importance of the gadgets, to give them information, not to copy, but to give the information for them to search for design area, you know, rather than they are like chatting, you know. So they know how to utilize the information from the gadgets wisely. Yeah.
Alright, for my last question is, other than tests, how do you assess your student?
Okay, normally in design, if theory class, yes, we do have tests, you know, for the students, but only 70%, but for the theory class. But for the studio class, that means for the design class, we give them 30% only for the test, but 70% is for their skills,
Yeah.
right? So we test them on the skills wise. So most of the design students, they involve a lot during a design in the studio, and then we ask them to do a lot of presentation. So in design, we need to communicate more. We need to see the capability of the students to present in front of everybody, so that because in design area, most of the designers, they need to do a lot of presentation for their proposals in the meetings, you know. So from here, we already ask them to prepare all these things before they go out to find a job. Yeah.
Between in theory and what we call practical, what's most your expect from student?
Okay, for the first year, second year, third year students, normally we ask them to be very, very good in skills, because they need to understand how to draw, how to develop ideas to create a new product design, right? So, but for the fourth year, it's balanced. So we have a final year project as well as the theoretical base. So which is doing a research and develop their thesis right up. Okay, from this we test them to see the way they manage themselves. You know, the way they manage their time, the way they manage their understanding in terms of doing a research, and then only they came out with their final year project. Yeah.
Alright, thank you.
Okay.
Okay, hello Doctor.
Hi.
My name is Muhammad Karim.
Okay.
So my first question is, what do you feel is the most important skills design professor should possess?
Okay, as a design professor, normally the skills that I really embedded in myself is knowledgeable and creative and innovative. These are the three main things that is really important, because when become a professor, we need to really inspire the students not to become like a follower, so they can become a leader, you know. So this is where as a professor, we develop the students to become a thinker rather than the doers. So this is very, very important. Design.
Yeah. Okay, for my next question is, over the past year, what's new experience that you gained through being a lecturer and a mother?
Oh, okay. As a lecturer and a mother, it's very, very tough. But I think I'm blessed because I lived in a family where my husband and my daughter and my son, we are like an artist in the house. So we share a same, like, very artistic point of view. We share our creativity together. Actually, we share quite a same hobby, doing love about design as well as arts. So everywhere we go, we share the same knowledge. Yeah. So I think I don't have any problem with that. And then, but we really cherish every day of our life. Yeah.
Okay, so my last question is, what are your current research topic or interests?
Okay, what I'm doing right now is, since I'm already more than 21 years served in this area, yeah. So now I'm doing a research on I'm looking into more innovative work. Like previously, I'm doing a lot on waste materials. I love developing waste materials because I saw that that is a huge problem nowadays. When we are doing a design, we are creating not only for the sake of of design, but we always concerned about the environment. So what I'm doing previously, and I won a lot of awards from all over the world with my product on BioPaste. That is a kind of formula that I developed from sago waste materials, and then we use it for textile dyeing. Alright, so because in textile industry there's a lot of chemicals being released in the river during the process. So we try to reduce that, and then we give the knowledge and information to the people out there, to the industry, that we need to look and utilize the waste, whatever waste that we have in our environment, to replace it as a dye. Yes, through that research, I did well and achieved a lot of awards, like Biotech Awards of the Year, given by the agency Nuclear Malaysia. Right? Yeah. So recently what I'm doing now is more to clothing design for the disabled people. So for me, when you already have a lot of experience, now we are really concerning about what's going on in your society. So design is giving back to the community. So this is the reason why I did a lot of research on helping the people or the community out there to use design in a better way, and then especially for the disabled people. Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
1, 2. Okay, Assalamualaikum Professor. So my name is Muhammad Aziz, and can we proceed to the next question?
Yeah.
Okay. So my question is, what do you want to achieve on your current research?
Okay, from that research, especially on the product for disabled, I really want to help the community actually. So what I did for my design is doing a wearable, like easy wear. I call it easy hospital garment for the patient in the hospital, as well as for the elderly. So what I want to achieve is that I can contribute something to the elderly people, since actually there's a lot of problems in the hospital, as well as in the daycare center at the old folks home center, right? So which is sometimes we didn't realize that, because for us it's just a minor thing. Actually, the old people, they really need a special garment for them, especially for the one who cannot walk, cannot move, So this is the reason why I need to help them, So what I did was doing a lot of research with the community right now, and once the product is ready and tested, and then we're gonna give away for free for them. Yeah.
Give it for free.
Yeah. That is my contribution. Yeah.
Okay, so my next question is, so how satisfied are you right now with your research?
Oh, I'm really happy with my research, because I can see I can put something more beneficial to them, not for the sake of the title or what, but more towards the contribution. That is the most valuable thing that I'm aiming for, as well as I distribute all my knowledge to my students. Right now, at the moment, I have 7 PhD students with me, doing a lot of research, and then they came up with a various background, and they are doing also various type of research, helping the people out there.
So giving back to the community.
Yes, so this is the important thing at this level where all the designers also should concern about the community.
Yes.
Yeah.
Assalamualaikum, Prof.
Salam.
My name is Anas. So my question is, what is your future dream goals and what do you want to achieve? What do you want to achieve?
Okay, my dream is to become a good innovator that can really benefit to the community as well as to the user. So for me, that is my greatest dream. Because doing design for me, I've already achieved everything. Yeah. But I still hunger for my contribution towards the society. So that is my
So
dream, yeah.
you're already satisfied with your goals?
Not really fully satisfied.
Right.
Yeah, I have some other things, some other research to do, so that I really can contribute my knowledge, share my knowledge with them. Yeah.
Alright. So aside from textile and design, what course did you had in mind?
Oh,
before
okay.
everything?
I
Yeah.
have another
Passion.
passion in doing psychology actually.
Oh.
Because now most of my research I'm doing a lot on human. Yeah, I try to understand about human emotion since I'm doing cancer engineering. So most of my research I really looking forward into psychology aspect of human behavior. Yeah. So from that kind of knowledge, I can embed it in my design. So from that kind of sense, then only I become more innovative in terms of looking into various angles of design area that can contribute to the community.
Ah, I
Yeah.
see.
Yeah.
So my last question is, what are the tips for student who wants to pursue in textile and design?
Okay, my tips. Okay,
Yes.
for the students. Alright. Okay, my tips first, to become any kind of textiles, fashion, industrial design students or graphic design student or animators, you need to become creative, innovative, as well as you develop your knowledge. Yeah. So because in design area we need to read a lot, because we need to build up the knowledge so that we understand what is going on in the world, what is going on in the environment, what is going on within our community and society. So to become a designer is not to be who you are, but to become a good designer is to help people out there who is needed. So this is the important factor that all the students need to understand why they are taking design course. Yeah, so that they can contribute something out there. Yeah, in future.
Okay, thank you very much. That's
You
all
are
from
welcome.
us.
You are welcome.
Thank you.